Hello and welcome back to another episode. Yes, there's been quite a glut of episodes of late on this channel, and that's because really in the past week or so I've been unwell. I've had a bit of a cold, I pulled a muscle in my back. It's meant that I haven't really been able to do work properly, and therefore I've been looking after myself, and that's meant I've been devoting a little bit more time to the things that I love. And one thing that I love doing is trying new interesting foods, in particular following my American friends' suggestions when it comes to American foods. Now today is a very special day. I'm going to actually get to fulfill a lifelong bucket list dream, and that is to try out for the first time, and possibly the last time, some Lucky Charms, that iconic American breakfast cereal. But before that, we've got some other things which I'm going to try out. So I've actually spent about £10-12 on this stuff, just because I just thought I'd treat myself. It's a Sunday, and it's a sort of hope you feel better soon type of present to myself. Well, here's hoping it's a good present. So first of all, let's try out the first thing that I can see, and that is these. It is Oreo, but Golden Oreos. Now, Oreo is a brand of biscuit, or cookie, I guess, which has been increasingly aggressively trying to come into the British market. We're seeing lots of adverts where people show you how to eat them, this kind of thing, and they're really really dark brown sort of biscuits with a creamy filling, whereas these ones are golden. So actually, the biscuit isn't brown; the biscuit's actually pale. And I'm wondering what sort of difference that makes, because I've got to admit, normal Oreos aren't my favourite thing in the world. They taste, to be honest, a bit bland, a bit boring, and that whole sort of thing of take off the top and lick out the middle, and to be honest, it seems a bit disgusting actually to be doing that. But I'm trying to be open-minded about this stuff. As ever, on the back we have the label, just sort of saying, by the way, this stuff isn't from the European Union. No, it isn't. And out comes an Oreo biscuit. Now, it looks kind of interesting. It looks like it's probably got a slightly different texture to a regular Oreo. It certainly looks a bit more crumbly right from the get-go, and I guess I probably need to do that thing. Oh, there's no real... No, there is a flavour. There's a sort of butteriness to it, but it doesn't really taste like a proper shortbread buttery cookie or biscuit. Now, the filling's quite nice. It's very sweet, very much like a regular Oreo, and then we're back to that rather dry and uninspiring biscuit again, this time with a slightly buttery tang to it. I have to say, I'm still not an Oreo convert. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe someone out there can actually tell me why Oreos are worth eating, because so far I'm yet to find a good reason to try Oreos in day-to-day life. So we're not off to a great start. Let's see what comes next. We have, from Nestle, an O. Henry bar. I've got no idea what's in this. So 2 peanutty caramel fudge bars in milk chocolate. Nestle O. Henry, 51 grams apparently. That's probably because it's originally measured in ounces, 1.8 ounces. So okay, let's try this out. O. Henry. Oh Lord, won't you buy me an O. Henry bar? Okay. Oh. Now you actually can't quite see what I'm seeing here, but the caramel sort of come out of the packet. Actually, can you sort of see inside? The caramel sort of stuck to the side of the inside of the packet there. They sort of come out of the bar there. So this one might be a bit caramel-less. Oh no, plenty of caramel. That's alright actually. I'm getting the fudge on the caramel, the chocolate. The chocolate's quite nice. It's probably the most European tasting chocolate I've had so far on this journey. It's quite good stuff. And Reminds me of a Snickers bar. Know your portion, 1 bar, 120 calories. Well, I'll save the second one till later, I think. There we go. Maybe another day. Okay, so that's quite a sort of sticky mouthful. I think I probably want to wash that down with some Boylan root beer, cane sugar root beer. Now, I've never had root beer before, but this one looks like it legitimately comes from 6E 43rd Street, New York. So this should be really quite interesting. I've always wanted to try root beer, so give it a go. I've got my Doctor Who TARDIS bottle opener, and there we go. Let's have a taste. Oh wow. Wow. Do you know what's really weird about that? I mean, I know people compare drinks to this stuff all the time, but I've just actually been to the dentist, and this legitimately tastes like the dentist wash. Actually, the stuff that gets you to wash your mouth out with. It's got a sort of fragrant note to it. That sort of fragrant note, you know. It's got a sort of fragrancy to it. This sort of smell, tasty smell, or smell taste to it. It's very, very much like that disinfectant, but it's pleasant. This is really nice, actually. I mean, it's quite nice to have that flavour in a form where you can just drink it. Cane sugar. Now, for some reason, I was expecting this to be a little bit like ginger beer, being root beer. Ginger is a root, and ginger beer is gorgeous. It's one of my favourite drinks, certainly one of my wife's favourite drinks. But root beer, I think when she's actually away on a trip to London today, hence me buying all this junk food. But I think I'll see what she thinks of that when she comes back. That's really nice stuff. Thank you, America. Root beer, cool. Oh, I've just noticed though, it's a screw. I can actually unscrew the cap, because usually those sorts of caps are ones that you have to take off with the bottle opener, but it actually has a screw top on the bottle. Oops, never mind. Come to think of it, actually, you often see people in the US doing that with those sorts of bottle tops. We just don't do that here, we take them off with the bottle opener. Okay, so my palate has been refreshed, and now it's time for the pièce de résistance. I'm going to finally get to try Lucky Charms. Now, Lucky Charms are one of those just iconic breakfast cereals. You see them in Hollywood movies, you see them, I used to actually originally, I sort of first saw this stuff on the back of comic books, American sort of Spider-Man comics when I was collecting those. You'd see adverts for Lucky Charms, and of course there's the whole sort of like, my Lucky Charms, always after me Lucky Charms, this kind of thing. But I always wanted to know what on earth it tasted like, because it looks, well, it looks kind of like neon candy, to be honest. It looks looks like it's going to taste a bit sweet, maybe. So let's open it up. And pour it into the bowl we've got prepared here. Okay. Oh wow, I like that. There's a rainbow Lucky Charm. That's quite cute. I like that, isn't it? That's quite nice. Okay, so put the box down here. So I've got some good old British milk to combine with this American cereal. Some might say that's a bit perverse, but heck, you know, the milk wouldn't keep all the way from the US for this particular experiment. So it's a merging of cultures, and here we go. Now, I don't know if you can actually see into the bowl there. I'll do my best to not spill. There we go. Interesting, interesting. And those colours, man, those colours are just astonishing. Like, I don't think you would get away with some of these colours in British breakfast cereal, because this looks so fake. I mean, there's neon green, there's fluorescent pink, there's sort of shocking orange colours. Interesting stuff. Okay, anyway, I'll put this off for long enough. Let's try my first American breakfast cereal. That is okay. That is okay. I mean, sweet as, you know, sweet is a sweet thing on a Tuesday, but that tastes, that's quite nice actually. I love the sort of the branniness of it, the fact that you can actually taste the contrast between the charms and the cereal itself works really, really well. I've just noticed though that the colours are all bleeding off on the side of the bowl. I'll get a shot of that for you. But that's lovely. Well, lovely is probably a bit of an exaggeration. I don't think I could have this every day, but it's nice. Or if you get a mouthful of charms, the balance does tip it a bit towards being like eating compressed candy floss. But yeah, I'd have that again. In fact, I have to have that again because I've got a box down there. It cost me £4 whole. So yeah, thanks America for that. That's a really interesting breakfast cereal, and like I say, really fulfilled a bit of a lifelong dream of mine to actually have some Lucky Charms. So cool, very cool. And finally, it may not be the season, but I didn't need that to be the reason that I tried some classic eggnog. This is from a company called Borden, with a mascot called Elsie the cow, apparently. This pure, wholesome dairy beverage is made with quality dairy ingredients, including skimmed milk, cream and egg yolks, giving it that famous great flavour and richness. Not just for the holidays. Borden Eggnog is a versatile ingredient that adds a rich moistness to recipes and a unique flavour to mixed drinks. And with our new reclosable lid, it's now more convenient than ever to celebrate every day. Very cool. It's got some recommended recipes on the back. Holiday eggnog punch, simple eggnog pound cake. Pound cake? Oh. Easy French toast, and also eggnog latte. Cool. Okay. Once again, we have the warning label on the side there that they stuck on, and let's give this a go, shall we? Best before, I don't know, 02 11 16. Now that's going to be British orientation, so that's the 2nd of November 2016. So it lasts quite a long time. Okay, so open it up. There's a tab inside. Just need to peel the tab. Well, that took far longer than it had to. A little tad to take out, and wow, I can smell. Yeah, I can smell the combination of things. Shake well, it says, and just going to pour it into the glass here, and there we go. Okay. Incidentally, sorry for all the cuts in this video. I keep on coughing quite loudly, so yeah, that's the reason why. But I'm intrigued about this drink. Let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, that's lovely. I can imagine that. Oh, it's got quite a strong sort of flavoured aftertaste as well. I can imagine that being really nice at Christmas, maybe with some, I don't know, some brandy, dare I say, maybe some Irish whiskey. That is not remotely what I thought it would taste like, and it is fantastic. So that's another thank you, America. 3 in 1 video. Wow. So there you have it, a really interesting range of foods to try on a Sunday morning, certainly an interesting breakfast, but it's been a real pleasure this morning actually trying out these foods, and as I say, fulfilling that dream of trying some Lucky Charms. Yeah, hopefully this journey will continue. Hopefully there's still more exciting and interesting candies and foods for me to try out there, but this morning has been one for the books, I think. I think this has been the first time I've actually been slightly somewhat converted towards the American palate, I think, because this makes sense to me, even though I wouldn't have it every day, and this is fascinating stuff. So yeah, interesting one. Anyway guys, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.